Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about money and how to make money. We find new ways, funnels, strategies, websites, landing pages, and ads. Basically, what a marketing nerd wants to hear. That's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm really excited about today's video because today we're going to test out some other people's strategies, especially famous marketers who are kind of renowned in the space. You might have heard a few names here and there. And today I'm going to be following someone who is I quite look up to this guy. And I think this strategy is going to work really well. But let's see, someone has to put it to test. I think it should work, especially because I am in the B2B space. And I think in this B2B space, people actually like this type of shit. And what I'm referring to is basically this. Right here, guys, this video. Someone stole my DSL strategy. I had a look at this, and this is Mr. Jeremy Haynes. I would highly recommend anyone who's in this marketing space to go and watch this guy's channel. I mean, this channel is fucking insane, guys. Honestly, he gives away, he spits game like it's fucking like normal language to him, okay? And it made me a lot of money, okay? Not that type of money he makes, but shit ton of money, okay? And in this video, he talks about these presentations. Basically, a presentation like this, slides, which you can put it on your website instead of a video. So usually people go for a video sales letter. Instead of that, you want to put a presentation on the website. And if you put that in, people are more likely to just skip, go through it, and then basically book the call or register for your webinar or do whatever you want them to do. Basically, that's what we're going to test. So I like webinar funnels, and usually we run a ton of webinar funnels for my own company, for other companies here and there, and they're quite profitable, I'm not gonna lie. But the one which I can show is my own company, right? It's a software company, it's a B2B SaaS. So if you're in the tech space selling software, I think you're gonna be in luck because I'm gonna go a little bit over what the DSL will look like for me, and maybe you can take inspiration from this. But this is what works for us from the webinar, so I just think it's probably going to work in the DSL. My first test, but here's something my team member, my colleague, actually prepared. So I'm just gonna go show you guys this. So how to purchase a care management software? It just goes over, small intro. This is about the company, how many clients we have, some must-have features, like a small teaser of the features you might want to give them, and then it works for anyone. And these are some of the results we got. These are people doing like really low money, but then there's clients doing multiple seven figures. This is the man behind it. Some vetting process behind him. Keenan is a CEO. He's an amazing guy. He's my mentor, and he's built amazing companies. He works with he built Florence, which is the #1 staffing company in the UK, and secondly, he built this software company which works with all of these big brands. You probably eat from them, and if you order from them, they probably use the software. Okay, and it just goes over what he solved. Then it goes over the reasons why you should buy a software, and then it goes over the advantages, the benefits. Then we will have some testimonials to each advantage. Again, same shit, and it just repeats. Very basic, guys. Some features again. The features we've seen people like to see about billing and invoicing, whatever, this and that, boring shit. Okay. Lastly, we're gonna talk about pricing and contract really quick. Monthly subscription, so you have these benefits here and there. No add-ons, no extra fees. Free trial, we can give that to you. Account manager, great pricing. Part 1. Okay, this is kind of repetitive, need to fix that. Again, testimonials. And then last part, scalable case study 2, case study 3. Quick demo, we show the software. It's not going to be here. This is just a DSL, so we're going to remove this. At the end, we're going to have the pricing there. So before they even attend, we do usually like to give the pricing since it's a very low cost product. So people come very framed into the call, right? It's 50 to 99 bucks a month. So why not just give away the price, right? Now that I gave you some tips on how to make your slides, if you want me to go in depth in that, comment below, like, whatever you want to do. And then I'm probably going to make a video on how to build this type of VSL for different types of offers so that you can kind of copy and paste, basically. But once I put it in my landing page, I use Go High Level for my landing pages. It's just, everything in one place. So why bother? And it gives us like decent, like 30, 40, 50% conversion rates. So why the hell would I pay extra for some other click funnels or Webflow or get a developer to do all this boring shit again and again anytime I need to make a small change to the button or the text, right? So why not just use the easiest out there? So this is my landing page, right? This is what it's going to look on mobile. One big tip, every time you make a landing page, guys, fuck desktop. No one goes on the desktop anymore. Everyone goes on mobile. Facebook, when they show your ad, for me, I run ads on Facebook and Instagram. So they always show it to the people who are on their mobile scrolling and they're frying their brains out. So these guys are always going to land on the mobile version of your landing page. So focus on that. This is what my mobile version looks like. Okay. And yeah, basically they'll come here, they'll go through the slides the same way I showed you, and yeah, it looks pretty decent. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would rather prefer these like really easy to read slides than to fucking watch a video, man. Like honestly, I'm at that stage that I see a VSL, I don't ever play that shit. I don't ever play a VSL on any single fucking landing page. People can bring me here and there, and unless it's like some person I really look up to, unless it's like maybe Jeremy who has a VSL, I'm gonna look at his VSL. I watched like the 3 hour webinar, 4 hour webinar from him, and it was kind of like a VSL to be honest. So I would watch for him. But for a random ad I see on the internet, I know it's been replicated so many times. I think this is gonna work out really well. But again, we'll test it out. Let's see. We're gonna test it out on a webinar funnel to get people to sign up to increase our registration rate. Say because when we did this webinar, which is not related to getting them clients, rather to improve their operations, and operations is a boring thing, guys. People don't really sign up. So this is going to be like the perfect kind of test if this actually works, because people don't come pre-framed to our webinars usually. They're expecting that they're going to get clients or some shit. But here I think it's going to be making it so clear that you're not going to be getting clients. Instead, you should have clients already, and then we will just help you like if get efficient. That's our whole job, and we support 500 plus agencies to do the same, and they make about 98 million consistently per year, just because they follow the system and make it much easier. If you're gonna have like a fucking fire at home, like the Los Angeles fires, and you're gonna lose all your data, instead you use the software which keeps everything digital, so you have access. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so I think this is much easier to pre-frame them, and even if you get lower amount of registrations, but at least we can get more registrations, like more qualified registrations. So that's my thing. This is what the landing page looks like. So a very basic headline: choosing the right home care software for you can be something revealing how to make 10K per month, the exact guide on how to make 10K per month with XYZ, right? And then you have like slides, and which has like the same my exact blueprint. Click on this page to go to the next video. So go to the next slide and check it out. By the end of this slide, you're going to learn point A, point B, point C. So I am Khalid. I've done 100 million in sales, and I've done it through Facebook ads, Google ads, and TikTok ads. So let's talk about what's the best ad strategies which work for any type of niche, how I can come in any account and make it XYZ profitable in X amount of days, right? So something like that. And then you have what you will get or what we will talk about. I think this needs a little bit tweaking. I've not completed this landing page, but this is what usually we use. We talk a little bit about the benefits, like why should you move to paper, what are the must-have features, how to choose the perfect software, quick walkthrough, big surprise, and a Q&A session for anyone who has questions. A little bit about myself for anyone who is too lazy and they don't want to read this slide either. And then you have a basic form right there, right? Lastly, you have shit ton of testimonials, a testimonial scroll, and that's about it, guys. That's how it is. It's very simple. You just have to take action. Start testing this out. And if you're like a guy who's watching this and you don't have clients, you don't have a business to test it out, you need to start your own business, or you need to start working for other businesses. How you can do that is take this video, guys. You already learned a new skill. This is already something which is new to people. It's not been tested too many times. DSLs are not very common. You wouldn't see slides on every people's page, and you can literally advertise yourself as, hey, your VSL sucks. let me do a DSL for you, and then that's like your entryway through to a client. You know, that's the way that you're gonna separate yourself from the herd. People, all the people are messaging influencers, big businesses that, hey, I'm gonna build the best VSL script, I'm gonna build the best editing and this and that. But you're gonna come in the market and be like, you know, we beat DSLs with a 70% margin, and it's because VSLs are, people are sick of them, no one plays it, and what people like to see is a very big overview which they can see within 2-3 minutes. And if your audience is more likely to read, if it's a more highly intellectual audience, it's going to work well. So with a highly intellectual audience, you're going to target customers who are going to pay you more because they make more money, because they only interact with highly intellectual audiences. Fuck man, my English. But anyways, I think only this idea can literally separate yourself. You don't need to have testimonials, guys. I've gone on sales calls many times before, and I didn't need to show any testimonials to any business owners. If business owners sees your skills just by showing them the work on your sales call, you don't need to have the best sales skills in the world. You can literally just pitch to them on the spot, and they will buy off you if they think it makes logical sense. Especially if they are like successful entrepreneurs. They usually think with logic, less emotion. Entrepreneurs have their way in life. They've dealt with their emotional stuff in the back, and they that caused the losses for them. So they really think logical, and if they see someone who also thinks logical, they're gonna give you the shot. So take your shot. And then lastly, let's talk about ads, right? What am I gonna do for the ads, bro? It's gonna be very simple. People overcomplicate this shit. I'm gonna be running fucking image ads, not like this one. This is some random picture we had, but yeah, like very very basic image ads is gonna be like how to choose a care software basically. That's what the image ad is gonna look like. Let me check in my account if I can find some shit. Guys, I don't know who goes that transparent, but maybe this is gonna be that. Maybe this is one mock photo, and yeah, save time and money, deliver outstanding care, and then I can literally just use that to put it in my ads, guys. It looks pretty decent. It's contrasting. It's gonna pop out on the feed, and yeah, it catches attention. What else do you need, bro? And one thing people don't realize is that with ads, they try to get the best editing, and they pay $1,000 in there. Sometimes it helps, but usually for me, the cheapest ads perform really well, and I didn't need to invest thousands of dollars on ad creatives. Like I literally have clients who do selfie videos. Literally, like it takes 30 seconds to film a selfie video, or 2 minutes, and it's just a selfie video with the TikTok caption and shit. And there's not even like the AI caption. He's just showing like, hey, this is how much money I made in 30 days, and this is how I made it. Look at this, bro. This is my ad. This is my product, and this I sold, and I made 2 million in a week. Like that's literally their ad. I've got that ad and has like a fucking 70% conversion rate when it comes to registrations, leads, and book calls. So you don't need to overcomplicate the process. All you need to do is show your audience, the ideal client, exactly what they're looking for. So this type of shit, I know my client is looking for, because when our businesses look for, hey, this looks like something from Care. Okay, Care. They're gonna look into it. Oh, that's how you check in into the visit. So when they go to the house of this old person, that's how they could take care of them, check in, if you understand that. And then it kind of attracts people. Then I can put some text over it. Technology is very hard to choose. There's tens of options out there. So let us help you choosing the right platform. And come to our free event where we're going to teach you how to choose the right option, which features you should be looking for, what things work best for the 500 agencies we work with, and how we can learn lessons from them so you can not make mistakes in the future. Perfect pitch right there, bro. And yeah, that's about it. I think the main part of the ads is basically this. The second part is this part, which is not really important, but yeah, my suggestion is whenever you do tests, lifetime budgets are amazing. It helps you basically not spend more than what are you gonna put here, and then on top of that, you don't have to you don't get greedy, or you don't get emotional to increase the budget, decrease the budget. You're not really handling it. It's more in the control of Facebook. So Facebook Meta is gonna decide if it's gonna spend more one day or is going to spend less one day. So I just like to use this. I don't want to come back, check my ads manager again and again. Oh shit, I put it on 300 pounds a day, and next day the performance is shit. I need to come reduce the budget. Nah, I'm not gonna deal with that shit, bro. If the performance is shit, usually like Facebook doesn't spend money. Yeah, it's not the usual case, I guess, but it's helpful, man. Honestly, it gives me more peace of mind, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to check the ad account again and then again and again. I know I have $1,000 to spend. Let me put $1,000 in. Maybe if you have $1,000, put in like 700 in the lifetime budget. If it really performs well, then you can put in 1,000. But again, you can also stop it. Like if you put in 700, you have 10 days to spend it. At 200, you stop it, and then you change the budget to like 500 to just equally distribute it over the 5 days, so you don't have to do insane type of calculations and shit. Yeah, I don't know, call me dumb, whatever, but I like this peace of mind. This is much easier. And if you're on a limited budget, I would probably say, or even high budget, lifetime budget is pretty amazing. And lastly, the placements. I've seen the placements. Usually, manual placements work way better. I don't know. Like, we just get so many better leads. Like most of our leads, if you notice, I feel like in most accounts, at least the accounts I have, um, all of the accounts have the most leads coming from Reels, from Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels. If it's a more older audience, obviously it's gonna be Facebook Reels. All the grannies and the grandpas are there. But yeah, I just turn off all the other bullshit. Like what else? What is there? The Messenger, the search results, the apps and sites, audience network is just a waste of money, bro. Even if they take 10 pounds, or if you're spending 100K, they're gonna take like fucking 1K. That's a couple of leads right there. So I don't want to give them extra money right there. So you turn this shit off. They try to scare you all this stuff. Don't do that. One more thing I forgot is these AI enhancement shit. So that one is pretty annoying because these guys, they turn on the AI enhancement automatically by themselves now. So advantage plus creative, image generation AI. Bro, see, they turn on 7 out of 8 of them. Let me just turn the shit off. All optimizations. Let me turn this shit off. I don't like this stuff. They make it look ugly as hell, bro. They make it look ugly. They crop the pictures. I don't know what else they do. Look at this. I'm selling a software, bro. I'm not selling mangoes right here. Yeah, like Facebook, come on, bro. And literally, sometimes it looks like that. I don't want AI generation, whatever you have. I'm gonna test my own creatives. Okay? So that's one other tip I have for you guys. Turn that shit off, save yourself some money here and there if you're already low on budget, or if you're on a high budget and want to spend some amount of that high budget on this bullshit stuff. Okay, these guys using. Maybe when it gets better, we're gonna use that. Last thing I want to know, I want to tell you, is actually in the conversion goal. So let me go on website. Okay, now here I like to use for a webinar. I like to complete registration. I don't think it has much effect, but I don't know. Somehow, complete registration brings me cheaper leads for webinars usually, and yeah, I prefer that. If you want to use lead, use that. I don't think it makes big difference, but it kind of lets you separate those two kind of audiences right there. So yeah, I like to use complete registration, optimize for that, maximize number of conversions, and the rest of this shit is pretty easy, guys. There's nothing complicated. And then there's some advanced strategies as well you can use. So when you do a webinar, you might want to also retarget the people who signed up with like an engagement campaign. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you what I'm talking about, bro. So this is a complete raw video. So I hope you don't mind if there's no edits here. Let's go into the engagement, manual engagement. Let me tell you, this is some spice stuff. I also took a lot of inspiration from Jeremy, the insane marketer right there, right? But we want to go back. So engagement campaign. Basically, what you want to do is you want to go in your audiences, right? So where's my audience? Let me just turn off this messenger, and then we gotta go in our audience controls. And here you want to go to original audience, back to original audience, and then you gotta go to custom audiences where you test your custom audiences basically. And then you want to look for your custom audience like leads, I guess, or I don't have them right here, but something like the Webflow form submitters. So these people who submitted the webinar form, right? You want to select those people and then retarget them with objection handling ads. So I like to take objections we face in our sales calls and put that in different videos, text, images, whatever the hell you want, put that in it. Okay, so one common objection we face is that, you know, let's say, it's like an FAQ. Should I opt in for a long term contract on a software for my company? Hey, you can do that, but our company usually saw that with home care agencies between the size of 10 staff to 50 staff, we would rather prefer to put them in a well, in a month-to-month contract, just like you pay for Netflix, so that you are not binded to anything. Because stuff can go wrong really fast, especially with regulation, compliance, and if you're a new company with a new business, you don't want to be paying for this long contract if the company something happens to the company. And we saw that works the best. That works the best in terms of moving forward, keeping your costs low, and also taking the necessary risk management steps. Okay, that is one ad. Second ad, something on, hey, how much should I typically look to pay for a care management software? Nowadays, people are paying thousands of dollars per month for care management software, especially if you have staff between 100 and 200. But this is just propaganda from software companies taking advantage because of the medical space. But really, we should be helping the medical space. That's why our company gives away the basic features at 99 pounds a month for any small to medium sized business, reducing the barrier to, like reducing the barrier to entry so that any business who has some sort of resources and wants to look professional can go into the software space and not use Excel or paper or some bullshit like that. Rather, go digital and make your operations much more smoother at a much earlier level so that when you scale faster and also you have more shit organized. Another objection handling. This is gonna improve the trust of your audience. The people who have already registered and you want them to show up to the webinar, bro, you need to show them that you're actually the man. You know, you actually know this stuff, right? They're not just gonna like believe you if you just keep sending them reminders. Exactly what Jeremy says. He says like, you know, if you're fucking sending just reminders, just don't even exist, bro. Like if you're sending, hey, webinar is coming, upcoming webinar in 2 days. Be prepared. Here's the link for the Zoom, and make sure you join on 5 minutes before, because otherwise we're not gonna let you in. Totally fake. Everyone knows that. You're gonna let every single person in. So you don't need to do that shit. Rather, you need to prove yourself. Okay. I talked in another video about this actually, I think, where I said in a sales call, you get right into the shit, bro. Get right into proving yourself. Get right into showing them, hey, this is our company. We've helped XYZ to obtain X amount of numbers, and we helped this company to grow by this percentage. And basically, we're looking for 5 more companies to do this. And I really want to get down to the business. I want to don't waste my time and not waste your time, because I assume you're also a busy business owner. So let's get into it. What do you think? And usually, if it's a real good client, a real good business owner, a real serious person, they would prefer that. So you need to justify yourself before you get to know someone else. How do you get a girl, or how do you get a fucking person who you look up to talk to you? You prove yourself first before you get to know them. You're not gonna go to, I don't know, if you look up to, let's say, Elon Musk, right? You're not gonna be like, hey, Elon, how are you? And he's not really gonna reply to you, right? But if you go with something which interests them, if you learn about them, hey, this is what they're looking for, and then you pitch that to them first, then you can say, hey, you know, hey, how are you afterwards? This is what I have, this is where I live, I have a dog, and this and that, right? You're not gonna go directly with, oh yeah, I also have a dog, you know? That's not gonna work really with, especially with successful people. They wanna hear how you can prove yourself, then they wanna talk to you. Okay, too much yapping from my side. I think that's about it. I'm gonna conduct the test. This is day one, so I already made the DSL. Didn't really make it live on the YouTube video, but you know, it is what it is. Uh, we're probably gonna make another video where I make it in front of you. Very simple slides you guys saw. You can go back, kind of pause and see what I made. And yeah, comment below if you think it was helpful. Comment below if you think it's gonna help. and like. I would really appreciate if you like. I'm being really transparent here. I'm trying to show you literally everything. I hope I actually, I don't know if I have to blur some shit. But yeah, I hope I didn't fuck myself by showing a lot of shit. But anyways, I want to provide as much value as possible. Follow along with the day two, where we probably gonna come up with the results of what happened to the DSL, what was the conversion rate, how many people we got on the webinar, and all these things. So we're probably gonna dissect them into a few different parts because yeah, why not? And speak to you soon. Bye bye.